Hi, this is just a quick introduction to the Ubuntu Desktop, which is now in the Loans laptops. It's very similar to Windows or Mac, but some of the things are in different places, so I just wanted to talk you through that. First of all, one of the handy things about it is when you put in a USB key, it'll pop up automatically on this bar and open, so you'll be able to see all your files and browse through them right away. So very easy to work from a USB key. I'll just close that a second. The next thing that we're going to look at now is the displays button. So I just tap on this and it'll open the display setting. Now sometimes, just like in Windows, when you open a display you mightn't see the same picture on the projector and on the desktop. To make sure this happens, all you have to do is make sure this is clicked, the mirror displays. Basically, if that's not clicked, there can be a different PowerPoint could be here and a web page could be here. But if it's clicked, exactly the same picture, it'll appear in both places, which is what you normally want when you're in the classroom. So you just leave that, make sure it says mirror displays. Then here are some of the normal programs. LibreOffice Impress is just like PowerPoint, so when you open a PowerPoint it'll actually open in that program and it'll show and display exactly the same as it would on PowerPoint, and the same with LibreOffice Writer is exactly the same as Word. There's another program in the computer called LibreOffice Calc, which is exactly the same as Excel. We go, Firefox is in it, so we just click on Firefox and that'll open the same as normal, and it'll work exactly the same as normal on your normal computer. So here we have the DCU page. Now one thing to note, when we are on here, the same as any other computer, most of these, they're by default they're connected to the DCU guest Wi-Fi. You might notice this button up here. It's the same symbol as Wi-Fi on your other computers. You just click on that. Make sure you're connected to the DCU guest Wi-Fi. When you're connected to that, you'll always be able to get on the DCU website, but to get to external sites, it will ask you for a password. So you just put in the Wi-Fi username and password here. You can get this password very easily, and I'll explain that on a separate email, and it'll always be available from reception, that particular password. So that's very easy to follow as well. If you're doing some work on the computer, this is where your files will be. This just shows up the same. This is just like Windows Explorer, shows where all your files are going to be. Pictures, music, whatever is stored on the computer will show up here. Over here is the volume button. We've already spoken about the Wi-Fi button, and the only other thing then is to turn off the computer. This is the button that gives you the options to restart, shut down, things like that. So very straightforward. So that's how, if you wanted to shut down the computer, you just click on that.